Hi, it's Bobby and Mike again.
Hello?
We're back again.
Absolutely.
What are we talking about today, honey?
So, our topic today is more so about where do you spend energy and time in your relationship? Do you spend it on judgment, on where areas that the other person needs to improve in your mind, how they can get better in your mind? Or do you
Hmm.
spend it on
That's a
what you
good
love
one.
about them and why you fall in love with them in the first place, and also what you appreciate about them?
Right. I mean, for me, I there's this great quote that I just came across the other day that basically is you got to love the person they are and not the person they aren't.
Uh-huh.
And that spoke such volumes to my heart in regards to relationships, our relationship
Yeah.
with anyone ever really, but about our relationship. And I just want to love you for who you are, and that's it, and not who I want you to be. And that's really important. I feel like people get caught up in their expectations of what they want from someone. And I just want to be grateful for who you are as a man, as my husband, as a person, and focus on those things as opposed to the things that you're not, because you're pretty much everything I ever wanted. So
Definitely.
I'm pretty happy.
And I think the way of looking at it from my perspective is that's why you date, right? So when you're dating, you're figuring out, is this person someone that I want to have a relationship with?
Right.
And so that's when you're doing the, oh, I like this, I don't like that. But when you make that decision and you say, I really love this person and I'm committing into a relationship with
Yeah.
them, appreciate that he or she for who that person is. And then obviously we're evolving and growing, but really remember, why did you fall in love? Why did you want to date in the first place? And as we talked about on previous episodes, it can't just be because they're hot, right? Obviously,
That
we would like them
helps.
to be good looking and attractive, and that's important to us, but it's
Absolutely.
also friendship, hobbies. How do you like to have a good time? Do you like to relax? Are you a person who wants to go traveling all the time, or you'd rather be a homebody? All those things, nobody's wrong or right. It's just personal preference. So that's our biggest thing is when you're with somebody, even your own children, anybody. But in this particular case, we're talking about couples. Focus on what you love about them and what you appreciate about them. And we're keeping this one short today. You have any final thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, love and appreciation,
Yeah.
gratitude, just being grateful
Hmm.
for your partner. And that's all the things that they do that are amazing. And I know that the wonderful things that you do for me far outweigh the things I want to change or I felt like I wanted to change in you.
Right.
And so when you focus on just gratitude for the person you're in a relationship with,
Mhm.
you get more things to be grateful for.
And I like to say this with your own best friend, with your own children, with your parents. Does anybody perfect?
No.
Nobody's perfect. Are you perfect? You're not perfect. So why are you expecting anybody else to be? So it's just finding, but you do have to find the commonalities, but that's why you date in the first place to find that person.
Right. You don't date and get married and then say, okay, I'm going to change you.
Exactly.
I
That's
think
that's
that's what
good.
people get caught up in. And so that's the beauty of, like you keep saying, dating. Date, find out if they're the right person for you. Do you, and I, another beautiful thing that I heard was,
Mm,
does the person make you feel at home?
mm,
And feeling at home is comfortable and at ease,
and
and it's
safe.
not stressful, and it's
Right.
safe, and it feels good. And that's your famous quotes. Does it feel good?
Hmm.
And so you feel good. You feel like home to me. And so therefore, I myself, I know I can get caught up sometimes in things that I want more of instead of just looking at what I have. And, like I told you, I shared this with you yesterday. I would walk downstairs and I looked and I said, oh my gosh, I felt this tremendous
Yeah.
feeling of gratefulness of
Yep.
just being in this house with you and being in love with you and being grateful for the man that you are and the provider and how you make me feel safe. And that's what I always wanted. So
Thank you.
it's all about being grateful
Exactly.
and love and appreciation for the person you're with. And your relationship will be amazing when you focus on the things that you're grateful for in your partner.
Absolutely.
So that's my final parting
There you
words. How
go.
about yours?
That's I
You're
think you
good?
summed it up perfectly.
Perfect. Well, thank you for sharing.
All right. Thank you guys.
Bye.